Welcome to Baltimore's Inner Harbor. 70,000 plus have filled M&T Bank Stadium since 1998, the home of the Ravens. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Baltimore Ravens. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olsen. That is Jake Elliott getting this one started. Off we go here in the Inner Harbor. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
We changed it. Get up! Hey, Ozzy! Ozzy! Get up! Yeah.
Now the first carry for King Henry. And he's hit behind the line of scrimmage and taken down right away. A loss of yards. What a message on the first play.
You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward?
Jackson now on second down. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Isaiah Likely. Now it's going to be third down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
On third down, Jackson forced to his right. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. A gain there of 21. Good for a Raven first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Pistol formation with Jackson. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. From the 46. Here's second and 9.
Brings up second and 9 at the 46-yard line.
On the ground, here's Keaton Mitchell. And he will not be able to get free. Picking up only a yard. Now it's third down.
Brings up third and 7.
From the shotgun, here's Jackson. He dives, and what a catch for the first down. That's the second time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
You just love to see this effort, especially on third down. You understand, you want to keep this possession alive. You have to do everything in your power sometimes to bail out your quarterback, and it's exactly what he does here, and it brings up a fresh set of downs.
From the 39, here's a first and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Front to his right. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw, Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Second down, Jackson. Try to set up the screen to Mitchell.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It's pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Hey, middle. Cut.
To the air one more time with Jackson. That is left side and caught by Flowers. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. Jackson on target to Flowers, and it's a Baltimore first down. Back to the air one more time. That's caught. It's the tight end, Andrews. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Ravens. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Eagles nothing. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. This is taken in at the goal line. And the good kick pays off. Will only be able to take this past the 10-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
It's a three tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down.
Chidobe Awuzie on the tackle. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
To throw is Hurts. Flush to his right. Now he'll run it.
That's just great awareness there, Mike. He's looking downfield. He doesn't see anything, but he is locked in to get that first down. Tucks it, becomes a runner, and gets past the mark.
Gain of 6. And an Eagles first
There
down.
are no three tight ends here on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Barkley running left. It's a pickup of about 3 to the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Hurts. That's complete. Highland grabs it. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Here's a handoff to Barkley. Oh, Barkley has fumbled. And the Ravens have come up with the football.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
They're running on 1st down with Henry. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing.
He was
Tackled
brought down by
behind the
Zach
line. It's a
Moore.
loss of 1.
The tackle made.
I can
back
promise
in
you
his
that
own
is not
49.
how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Sit hard. You change it.
Back to throw, Jackson. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
A gain of 11 yards. It's 4th down.
Yo. Go.
Now Jackson. That's taken in. And he's not going to get away. They got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
Hey, let's go. Miami. Alpha.
Hurts looking to throw on 1st down. Now he takes off. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the 1st down.
Phil King.
And an Eagles first down.
63.
First down.
Hurts to the air on 1st down. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Eagles in possession to start the 2nd quarter. They've got it 2nd down and 6 to begin. They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 6.
No gain on the play. Brings up
63. Go Silver, ready? Hey, 73. Delta.
Here's Hurts. Exiting the pocket right. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or kick a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
4th down. Here's Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. Gonna give the ball over on down.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
Hey, what is it?
They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
What is it?
They'll go again here with Henry. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
a 2-yard pickup. Makes it 3rd and 8.
Middle. Ready? Ready? Hey, Ozzie, sit up.
Jackson now. Forced out wide. He'll try to run for it. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
Mike, the defensive line rush plan is critical when you're playing quarterbacks like this. You have to keep him contained in the pocket, because the second he gets out of the pocket, we can see what happens.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Hey, Alpha, sit hot. Sit hot.
They'll run with the man from Marshall, Rashid Ali. And a nice rush. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
A give right up the middle to Henry. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
Hey. Wait up. Sit hot.
They'll try to throw here with Jackson. He's got his big target. That's Isaiah Likely. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. It's a gain of 26, and it'll set up 1st and goal.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
With the fullback trying to power it home. And that play took a little long to develop. They stopped it for no gain at the 4.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
Henry will take this one into the end zone. It's a Raven touchdown.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and it's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the goal line. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. He gets free to the 20. And he is gone. 79 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Touchdown, Eagles.
Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run play is to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. The drive will begin with a run by Mitchell. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
Yard gain. Brings up second and 9 at the 36-yard line.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Baltimore after this. It is second and 9. Now it's Jackson. He'll get this out wide to Mitchell. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
It's a gain of 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Retain it. Go ahead. Yeah. Middle.
On third down, Jackson moving to his right. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
That's good for Baltimore. First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Throwing Jackson. It's a short one caught by Andrews.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Jackson up top again. Out to his right. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he will score. Justice Hill. Touchdown, Baltimore. Well, so often that running back is the best friend of a quarterback down there. This time he takes the pass, and he takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Mike, the key to a good passing game is to find ways to keep everybody involved. When a defense has to account for every potential target, they tend to get really stretched pretty thin. That's exactly what this offense was able to do. Get the ball to your running back, and he's able to do the rest.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Here comes Will Shipley from his end zone. He'll be out of bounds beyond the 20-yard line.
On the return, the Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's first and 10. He'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Second and 7.
It's a pickup of 3.
Throwing is Hurts. On the run to the right.
At the 24-yard line.
And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
On third down, it's Hurts. Rolling right. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's fourth down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
That's incomplete. Derek Hall on fourth down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down.
Result of the play is a
You
You know, Mike, there's a lot of coaches out there who believe that an aggressive style of offense is your best chance of winning. Now, this takes it a little bit to the extreme, but I think this is something that we're going to continue to see as this game unfolds.
180. 180. 180. Nice shot. Middle. Cut.
A first down throw for Jackson. A very good throw there, but not on the same page with his time. That's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Run it quick.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Hey, look. Sit hard. Sit hard. 180. Nice shot.
In the shotgun, here's Jackson. Off-balance throw. It's complete. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
180. 13. You change it.
Jackson now to throw on first down. On the move left. And he's into the end zone. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half. But everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock. And they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
Luke now for the extra point. He gets it to go. And the Ravens add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. Here comes Will Shipley from his end zone. And he'll be forced out of bounds. And with that, time has run out on this first half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35. On the ground, this is Barkley. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line.
A gain of 19 yards. That's good. Eagles.
Once again, it's Barkley. And a determined run there. Inside the 40, it's a gain of 9 yards.
A gain of 9. Brings up second and
They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And that'll give them a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
a gain of 3 yards. And an Eagles first down.
To throw is Hurts. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
38-yard line.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. That's taken in right a manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play. Hurts. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up fourth down.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down. That's complete. Tight end got it. And he will have the first down. Needing to make something happen. Trailing here in the third quarter. They convert on fourth down.
At the 20-yard line.
Man in motion is Brown. They'll run the toss to Barkley. And he's in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles are able to edge a bit closer. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
First and 10, Jackson. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Second and 10. They'll work straight ahead with Henry. And he's able to find a crease. Get ahead for 7. He'll bring up third down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up third and 3.
Now, Jackson. That's caught. Offside. It's complete. Oh, big hole left side. And he will score. Patrick Ricard. Touchdown, Baltimore. On is Luke to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Ravens will extend this third quarter lead.
Eagles 14. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Couldn't take the chance. He's going to return it from the goal line. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line.
The Eagles take over first down 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Man in motion is Brown. Hurts looking to throw on first down. He's going to run it. Showing off the footwork, sliding down after a gain of 8. From 29, here's 2nd and 2. Hurts. Forced to his right. Oh, what a throw there. Back across the field, but it's still a completion.
That's good for an Eagles first down.
On first down, it's Hurts. Flush to his right. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And he will go all the way. Grant Calcaterra. Touchdown, Eagles. They get the job done in the air. Greg, that is a play we see often. It's also a play we see work very often.
Mike, that 4 vertical route, it puts a ton of pressure on the secondary. But in order to do that, you have to give your quarterback time for those receivers to get downfield. Give credit to the offensive line. That's exactly what they did. They're able to take advantage for the strike.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Pistol formation with Jackson. Flush to his right. He's going to keep it himself. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18.
Mike, this is the element to the position that this guy brings that's just so unique across the league. Not only the speed, but his ability to operate in the open field as a runner. It is hard for a defense to plan for a guy like this.
On the give, here's Henry. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Here's 1st and 10.
16 yards. That's another Baltimore first down.
Going to go right back to Henry. Space to run inside the 20. And he's into the end zone. And they are making it look easy. Derrick Henry, touchdown Ravens. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. No problem there on the extra point. And the Ravens are able to extend the lead.
Eagles 21. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Here comes Will Shipley on the return. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Moving outside the pocket, and he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
The relationship between the pass rush and the pass coverage is critical. The better you rush the passer, the more pressure you can take off your coverage, and that's a great example why.
On 2nd down, Barkley. Trying to bounce that outside. It went a long way for a gain of nothing. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Jackson. He'll get this off to Hill. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. It'll be first and goal. That's a gain of 28.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over, and now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but can they dig in and at least force a field goal?
First and goal, and it's Henry. And he will score again. Derrick Henry, touchdown Ravens. That is his third touchdown of the afternoon. And making a hat trick. That is his third rushing touchdown of the game. A big reason his team is on top.
And so far, Mike, this run game has been the difference, and we're going to see in the second half. Now, can they protect this lead? Because, Mike, that's where a run game has its most value. And so far, this guy's been incredible.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Here is Shipley on the return. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Barkley. And look out there. Upended at the line of scrimmage.
A gain of a yard brings up second and 9.
To throw on second down is Hurts. Oh, bad decision there. Off his back foot, it's intercepted. Picked off by Chidobe Awuzie. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown.
Yeah, that's just a mistake by this quarterback, Mike. That's just really inexcusable. You can't continue to push your luck. And at a level like this, against defenders this good, you continue to put the ball in harm's way, eventually, they're going to make you pay.
Ravens 56, Eagles 21. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Here is Shipley on the return. He'll be out of bounds just past the 25.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Hurts. Exiting the pocket right. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. Oh, he puts another ball up for grabs, and this one's also intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Georgia. And a solid return as he gets it up past the 45-yard line.
This is really becoming a key element to playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike. The ability to play off script and use your legs to extend the play. I think in this case, he either needs to tuck that ball down and become a runner, or he just simply needs to throw that ball away.
He'll air it out down the middle. That is hard to the goal line and in. Has Walker. Touchdown, Baltimore. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Here is Shipley on the return. He'll be out of bounds beyond the 20-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
63. 63.
On first down, it's Hurts. That's to the left side, taken in by Smith. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
A gain of 17 yards. And an Eagles
A first down throw for Hurts. Forced out wide. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 25. Big play after big play to start this drive. 34 for that loss.
How about that for your first catch of the game? I mean, to be able to attack the defense with your very first grab really sets things up nicely for the rest of the game. So defensively, they need to tighten up a little bit on the back end, because I promise you that's not going to be the last time they call his number.
Saquon Barkley on the handoff. Tackle made at the 21-yard line.
So back and forth they go as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 21, here's 2nd and 7.
Crowd, let's get it. Anyway,
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Man in motion is Brown. On 3rd down, they'll go with Saquon.
The offense is trying to test the edges of the perimeter of this defense, Mike. But the defense is just too quick to the ball. Total team defense, pursuit, 11 hats to the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw here. Keep that game to nothing.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. Hurts to throw. Now he'll work his way out right. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Nate Wiggins. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field, and this offense is lucky. This didn't go all the way back for a pick 6.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
2nd and 9.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 9. Here's Jackson. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
And with nothing open downfield, he tries to find something underneath. But give credit to this secondary, Mike. I mean, they had everything covered up, and this one ends up just falling incomplete.
3rd and 9.
Hey. Sit up.
They'll run. It's Henry. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th down.
We know from talking to these coaches this week, Mike, that they think they got themselves a steal. They got this young rookie maybe a little later in the draft than a lot of people expected. And I'll tell you what, they're not complaining. They think they've got themselves a starter and a star for a long time.
Report. Let's go. Sit up. Hey. No, we changed it.
Now Jackson on 4th down. Oh, not a good throw there. That's across his body. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell.
It's a turnover on downs.
Hurts to the air on first down. Moving left. Now he'll run it. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a first down.
Eagles, first down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They run out of the gun with Barkley. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He'll get that out to Barkley. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a first down.
The offense retains possession.
They'll run. It's Barkley. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Man in motion is Brown. Here's Barkley. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Gonna get this to the 25. Here's third down.
And 6.
That'll be taken in by Barkley. They hook up again. Second time on this drive. And this one's good for 18 yards and a first down. Now Hurts. Moving to his right. That one is caught beyond the pylon. Grant Calcaterra. Touchdown, Philadelphia. His second catch of the game. And both have gone for touchdowns. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Out to his right. And he'll get into the end zone. Doing it on his own. Successful two-point conversion.
29. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 23-yard line.
On the ground, they go with Ali. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
Second and 5. They'll go once more with Ali. And he's going to have that first down. Tackle made up around the 35.
And the key to this balanced attack, like the one we're seeing here, Mike, is that everything looks the same. The defense is constantly on their heels as they try to diagnose what play's coming next. That level of unpredictability gives them the edge on any given down.
Jackson now to throw on first down. He keeps it himself. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Set to go now on 1st and 10. The handoff. This is Ali. Down the sideline, past the 40. And he is out of bounds. Mark him at the 25. That one good for 26 yards.
Well, that's a heck of a 1-2 punch right there, and that's something that every offense stresses. The ability to be equally effective run and pass on any given snap. They follow up the successful pass play with a big explosive run.
On the handoff, it's Henry. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now is one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
No, we changed it. 13.
They'll try to throw here with Jackson. On the run to the right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's going to have the first down. And that will not officially end it, but for all intents and purposes, they're going to be able to run the clock down from here. A first down throw for Jackson. Throw on the run is complete. Here comes 2nd and 4.
Hey, middle. Hey, report. You. Hey, shot. Hey, middle.
To throw is Jackson. Rolling right. That one out of reach. The receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. And it'll be 3rd down.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
They'll try to power ahead with Ricard. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done.
It's now 4th down and 1.
They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. Jackson just trying to make something happen, and the ball's loose on the field.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
Hurts looking to throw on 1st down. Open man downfield. He's got his tight end Goddard. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. Clock stopped. 21 seconds to go in the game.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive. I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
Now it's Hurts. That one's complete. It's Tank Bigsby. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their 2nd, and it comes with 15 seconds to play in the game.
A gain of 16 yards. And
On 1st down, it's Hurts. Forced to his right. And he kept that play alive as long as he could, but the rush eventually gets to him and takes him down. And we'll get whistles and a timeout, so they will stop the clock. Closing seconds, game decided, but timeout anyway. He's going to air this one out, looking for Dotson. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
And while this this one is all but over, these guys aren't going to let up one bit. They have a lot of pride in their performance, Mike, and just because they have this big lead, they're not going to give you anything easy here down the stretch.
He's got it! And will be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So it's a win here for the Ravens. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That is the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Ravens are victorious as we say so long from Baltimore. Welcome to the historic Inner Harbor of Baltimore, Maryland. Just a stone's throw away, you find M&T Bank Stadium, the home of the Ravens. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Baltimore Ravens. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olsen. That is Jake Elliott getting this one started. Off we go here in Baltimore. And no return here. This is a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Hey! Get up!
Now the first carry for King Henry. And he'll wind his way to about the 38-yard line. That is Cooper DeJean in there for the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They face 2nd down and 7.
Ready, shot! Get up! Go ahead. Go. Get up!
Throwing Jackson. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
They do a really nice job defensively there, Mike, of not giving him a clear running lane once he broke the pocket. So now he's trying to test his luck, extend this play as a passer, but to no avail.
Third and 7.
Hands up! You change it. Sit up!
From the gun, Jackson. That's going to be caught. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
So barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it looks like this is going to be a 3 and out. So this offense has to get to the sideline and regroup, figure out what went wrong, fix it, because they've got to be able to maintain possession the next time out.
On 4th down, they snap it to Jackson. He's got the first down and more than that. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 26 yards, and the decision to go for it winds up being a good one. 1st and 10.
Go.
To the air one more time with Jackson. That's caught. Derrick Henry. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Again, it's Jackson. He'll swing this out wide to Henry. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. 16-yard pickup on that one. 1st down, Baltimore.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. That's taken in. It's Rasheen Ali. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
It's been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
Good blocking, and he's in. Derrick Henry, touchdown Ravens. And they get the first points of the game. What a way to start it, Greg. You get the ball, it's what you want to do. Settle into this game on top 6-0.
Mike, how often do we have coaches tell us the importance of playing with the lead? Well, they come take the ball right away on the first drive, all the way down there and strike first. And now the rest of the way, let's see how it plays out.
for the touchdown. Luke is back out to kick this one away. Here is Shipley on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Crowd left Yeti. No touchdown.
First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he'll wind up getting about 4 before he's shown the sideline. From the 31, here's second and 6.
Hey, Silver. Out.
Hurts. There's the tight end, Greg Calcaterra. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
I'll run up the middle with Barkley. And a good run there. It'll get him. Five yards.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
From the 46, here's second down and 5. Dotson, the man in motion.
73. Tiger Hornet. Hey, easy. 63. Delta.
On second down, Hurts. Brought in by the tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. That was good for 29.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, but you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage of some of these targets. So it's exactly what he does here, and you can tell why he's such a big part of this offense.
They'll run it here with Saquon. He's to the 10. And he's down at the 3. What a run. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up first down and goal.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Hey, easy. 63. Back. No touch.
Barkley is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop. And they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This taken at the 5. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
Hey, middle. Right. Go. Middle. You. Sit up.
On the ground, here's Keaton Mitchell. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
180. No, we changed it. Sit on. 180.
Lamar going to work from the pistol. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. 3rd down coming up.
Contrary to what all of the fans at home think, I don't have rooting interest in any of these games. But as you know, when it comes to tight ends, there's no bigger fan than this guy right here. I want to see them be able to connect, especially on those big plays downfield.
180. We changed it. Sit up.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Flush to his right. He's going to air this one out. Looking for Hill. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. It's a big one for the Ravens. 39 yards.
And they decide to bring pressure here on 3rd down, but he does a really nice job. Remains calm under pressure. He ends up delivering a strike downfield and keeps the drive alive.
No one ready.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
180. We changed it. Sit up.
Here's Henry. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. A touchdown apiece here in the 1st quarter of play. Harris Evans on the scoreboard. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins. They've got a 2nd and 8 coming up.
Alpha, sit up. 180. Alpha, sit up. Hey, sit up.
On 2nd down, 0-1 with Mitchell. And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Hey, report. Hey. Go. Sit up.
Here's Jackson. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. A pickup there of 19 yards. Good for a Raven 1st down.
3rd and inches, you're thinking the tight ends are on the field to block for the back or the quarterback, but not here. Nice setup here, playing to the tendencies of their offense, and they come away with a nice completion.
On the give, here's Henry. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal. Good running. Gets them down to about the 2-yard line.
A huge advantage to red zone offense is the ability to run the ball. In this case, I thought he was going to score. He takes it all the way down inside the 2, sets up 1st and goal.
Henry. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Now back at the 4 for second and goal.
Hey, middle. Sit on. You. Go right here.
Jackson flush to his right, and he will take this one across into the end zone. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Baltimore. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs could be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Here is Shipley on the return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Great, shot. Right there, right there. 73. No touchdown.
On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. The veteran Kyle Van Noy in on the tackle. From the 24 now, here's second and 9.
Silver. Right there. Kyle up Yeti. Go Silver, ready? Tiger Hornet.
Now Hurts. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
As a pass rusher, you don't always need to record a sack to make your presence felt. Creating pressure, move the quarterback, affect his timing. Those are all different ways to take pressure off your coverage unit.
Man in motion is Smith. On third down, it's Hurts. And this is going to be incomplete. And it's great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. Man in motion is Brown.
Easy, 63, bang. No touch. 63. No touch.
On fourth down, the snap comes to Hurts. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on fourth and wind up turning it over on down.
I think there's certain times, Mike, throughout the game that call for a very aggressive style of play. I'm just not quite sure this was one of those situations, but I guess we'll see how it plays out throughout the rest of the game.
Get hot. Hey, Ozzy, get hot.
Jackson now to throw on first down. Now he'll run. Oh, the ball is out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands.
Trust me, Mike, I've been there. You're this close to the goal line. You're thinking you're going to score, and it's going to be 6. You're fighting. You're clawing. But you can't lose the ball. Everything has to be about protecting the football. Your heart drops and the ball slips out of your hands. And in this case, kind of dodges a bullet as this one goes harmlessly out of bounds.
Here's third down and a few inches.
Brings up third down.
No, we changed it. Right shot.
Jackson now. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on third, and it sets up a first and goal.
So on these play calls, Mike, on third and inches, typically how it goes is we're going to try to take a shot, then there's a medium zone option, and then the last resort is just pick up the first down with something underneath and get that fresh set of downs. So in this case, he settles for the underneath throw, but it's still enough to pick up the first down.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
Brings up second and goal.
Again, it'll be Henry. And he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play. And now it is third and goal. They'll try and run, and here's Henry. Good blocking, and he's in. Derrick Henry, touchdown Ravens. His second touchdown of this first half. Luke now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Ravens will take a 21-7 lead. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Here comes Will Shipley from his end zone. And he can only get back to the 16-yard line.
On the return, the Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
That's Goddard in motion.
Yeti. Crowd left Yeti. Hey, easy, 63, bad.
A first down throw for Hurts. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. Don Dotson was the intended receiver there. And it'll bring up second down.
And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity. But with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
Hey!
A second down throw for Hurts. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And out of bounds he goes, just shy of midfield. It is a big play for the Eagles. 31 yards.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
Silver. Crowd left Yeti. Alpha. Hey!
On first down, it's Hurts. That's caught left side by Goddard. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. Big time play for Philly. 32 yards.
And this offense is now really on the move, Mike, and it's the passing game that's leading the way. They've been able to march their way downfield thanks to this aerial attack. So don't expect them to go to the ground game anytime soon. If I'm this play caller, I'm continuing to lead on this, not only in this drive, but probably for the rest of this game.
Man in motion is Brown.
73! 73! Hey, 73! 73! Tiger Hornet!
Again, Hurts. This one not quite on target. Too much. That one falls incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it'll be second down.
Go Silver, ready? Are they with it? Crowd left Yeti. Hey, easy, 63, bad.
To the air again. Hurts. He finds Devontae Smith. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
It's a gain of 8. And it brings up
They're trying to run here with Barkley. And the Eagles going to be set up with first and goal. They're able to convert on that 3rd and 3.
63.
That's another Eagles first down.
Crowd left Yeti.
First and goal.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
The pass protection's been a little bit shaky at times, and that was the case there. And even though they're not going to go down for allowing a sack, it was allowing the pressure that ultimately prevented that pass from being complete.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. And he's in. Jahan Dotson. Touchdown, Eagles.
That was a big-time answer by this offense, and they really needed him. In this game, it looked like it was starting to get away, didn't it, Mike? I mean, now it's up to their defense. Can they get a stop of their own so they can get their offense back out there, get the ball back, and try to build off this last drive?
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. From the 6, here comes a return. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Off the play fake. Jackson. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. What a way to kick off and drive. That's a gain of 30 and another first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And Mike, week in and week out, I still don't understand how tight ends continue to be disrespected and left wide open in the passing game. I mean, he's the biggest target on the field. How do you lose track of him? Somebody needs to identify their responsibility, stay in their zone and coverage, and make sure they take that big target away. Because if not, I guarantee this quarterback's going to continue to look at him early and often.
It's a gain of 11. That's another Baltimore first down. First and 10.
Pistol formation with Jackson. That's over the middle to the tight end, Andrews. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. Now the Ravens use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. They'll come up here first and 10.
Yo. Report. You at X.
From the gun, Jackson. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes. timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second, as they'll stop with 17 seconds to go in half number 1.
Hey, middle. 180.
Jackson now on second down. That is incomplete.
Well defended there, and the quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
Hey, report. Yo, 180.
A design run here with Jackson. Forget about it. There's more yardage there. Good job by the defense, and it's fourth down.
A lot of times the success of a draw depends on the defensive ends, Mike, rushing the passer. In this case, a great job by the defensive end. He initially reads pass, but then he determines that it's going to be a draw. He quickly adjusts, and he's able to tackle the running back for a loss.
So the Eagles will use their first time out here as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down's looming. Tyler Loop now to try the field goal. Spotted at the 35, this a 45-yard attempt. Good snap, good hold, good kick. And the Ravens will tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. Interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. That's Goddard in motion. They send the tight end in motion.
63.
They'll fake the give. Now it's Hurts. There's to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time, and it'll bring up second down.
They've got to find a way to free him up, and whether that's moving him around the formation or using some pre-snap motion to get him better looks, but right now it's been a lot of double coverage, it's been a lot of tight windows, and if they're going to have more success today on the offensive side of the ball, especially in the passing game, this offensive play caller needs to be more creative, freeing him up.
That's Goddard in motion. To throw on second down is Hurts. Open man downfield. He's got his tight end Goddard. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That pass play good for 22. Good for an Eagles first down. Dotson, the man in motion. On first down, it's Hurts. That's taken in left side by Smith. He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on first down.
as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get it to the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Go, go, go. 180, 180. Go, go.
On second down, Barkley. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. They're down and 3.
On the stop. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 3.
Go, go, go.
They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. He's got the first down. They'll bring him down to 28. But the sticks will move. First down picked up on the ground.
Give a lot of credit to the left side of this offensive line. They're the ones who are going to do all of the work here, opening up that lane for their guy to run through. And really nice patience there by the back, letting his blocks develop to make sure he can pick up that first down.
And he'll take it on in. Greg Calcaterra. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Eagles cut the lead to 3, 24-21. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. And that kick goes out of bounds right away, and that is a big mistake because that ball's going to be marked beyond the 40-yard line. So, a couple of first downs will give them 1st and 10. They're at the 41. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
A first down throw for Jackson. He'll get this out wide to Mitchell. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Second down, Jackson. Flushed to his left. Now he takes off. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter, and he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical, right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
Now Smith going to get it on the jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
63, 63, 63.
On second down, Hurts. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time, and it's going to be third down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Hey, Silver, Silver, Silver. Tiger Hornet. Delta.
On third down, here's Hurts. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, like, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down.
Hey, 73, 73.
Dotson, the man in motion. Now Hurts on fourth down. That was caught by Smith. And he's going to have an Eagles first down on what will be a big play there for fourth and long.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Hey, easy, 63, 63, bad. Bad. Delta.
Hurts will try it again. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 17-yard line.
To play in the NFL, you've got to have a short-term memory, because regardless of whether the previous play was good or bad, they're going to line up and snap it again. In this case, really nice job bouncing back. They put the bad play behind them, forced the sack in the ensuing play, and they're right back on track.
Yeti, Yeti. 73, 73. 63, 63, 63.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. To the goal line and in. Dallas Goedert. Touchdown, Eagles.
He's lined up one-on-one, and it's a mismatch from the very beginning. He's just so fast, so big. He's kind of part tight end, part wide receiver, and when you have that type of skill set, it's just going to be hard to stop.
Elliott on now for the PAT. It's up and through. And the Eagles have taken a 4-point advantage. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This taken just shy of the goal line. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
I'm gonna quit. Hands up! 180! Sit hard! No, we changed it.
first and 10. Jackson will be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
And I like this defensive game plan. When you're going against an elite quarterback like this guy, Mike, you have to get bodies in his face. You have to get him around his feet. You have to move him off his spot. Because if he can sit there in rhythm, on time, comfortable in the pocket, he's going to pick you apart. So it doesn't always have to be a set, but you have to make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line.
32-yard line. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Third and short. Jackson. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Gain of 21 yards. And a Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10.
13.
Fourth quarter underway, and here's Henry. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Throwing Jackson. Moving outside the pocket. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's into the end zone. And they are making it look easy. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Baltimore. Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal.
That's the score. Ravens 31, Eagles 28. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Here is Shipley on the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. That's Goddard in motion. Here's a handoff to Barkley. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Really impressive job there by the defense, Mike. I mean, to not only absorb the initial push, but now you got to get the back on the ground. And sometimes to hold up against these big old offensive linemen and stick an arm out to get the ball carrier down, it's easier said than done. And really nice job here by the defensive front.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. Now it's Hurts. Over the middle to his tight end, Goddard. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
On third down, they'll go with Saquon. Oh, he didn't need much, but I don't think he got there. It's going to depend on the spot, but it looks like he is short.
Brings up 4th down.
Launch look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Play action now. Jackson moving to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
Jackson now exiting the pocket right. He's going to keep it himself.
The key to a good quarterback scramble, Mike, is knowing when it's time to go from a thrower to a runner, and that's exactly what we saw here. He doesn't get the first down, but he's able to pick up some really positive yards and then get out of bounds.
It's 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. But he goes nowhere. Call doesn't pan out. It's going to bring up 4th down.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
And he's not going to get away. They got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down. Man in motion is Smith. Hurts to the air on 1st down. Forced out wide. He's got this complete. That's Smith. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A big one here in the 4th quarter. 36 yards.
Once he saw the defense, he knew that outbreaking route was going to be there. All he had to do was wait for his guy to get to the spot and drop the ball right in the bucket near the sideline.
On 1st and 10, it's Barkley. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Back to the drawing board for this run game, Mike. The offensive coordinator and his staff, they have to do a better job giving plays, giving opportunities to their offense to find success on the ground. But right now, they have no answers for this defense.
They'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10.
180.
Hurts to throw. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Hey, Silver.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete. He's trying to find Saquon Barkley coming out of the backfield. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
That's Goddard in motion. Fourth down, here's Hurts. He'll get this one complete to Brown. And he's going to have the Eagles first down. Going to have it by plenty. Huge gainer on 4th down.
Eagles first down. It's a gain of 25 yards. And an Eagles
That's Goddard in motion. Barkley. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Here's second down.
Hey, easy, 63, 63. Good. Carlos Diani. Whatever you want, huh? Carlos Diani. Carlos, hey. Delta.
They'll drop to throw. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by their rookie linebacker. And the Ravens have just about sewn up this football game.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of the game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 31-yard line.
So the Eagles will use their first time out here, and they'll get together prior to this second down play.
Let's go. Hey, middle. 180. 13.
From the gun, Jackson. Now he'll run it. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A gain there of 24 yards. First down, Baltimore.
At this point, it just gets frustrating for the defense, right? I mean, you've been watching this guy make big play after big play all game long, not only on the quarterback-designed runs, but it's the scrambles that can really break the back of a defense, and we saw it again here.
Jackson now to throw on first down, and that's going to wind up incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
DC ready?
2nd and 10.
Yeah. Hey, Alpha, slide.
They'll run with the man from Marshall, Rashid Ali. And he's able to find a crease, get ahead for 7. He'll bring up 3rd down. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second, as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Now Jackson. Dump this out wide to Abanikanda. He'll get out of bounds. A gain of 8. That's going to be good enough for a first down.
If you want to play running back in today's modern NFL, Mike, you have to be able to be a viable weapon in the passing game. It's all about touches. It's not just about handoffs anymore. It's how many different ways can we get the ball in your hands.
We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Justice Hill. And he'll get about 5. Here comes 2nd and 4.
Jalen Phillips on the tackle. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll run here with Hill. And he'll be marked down at the 7. And it will set up 1st and goal.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
And he'll be taken down. No timeouts left for the defense. That should do it. the 2 now. Here's second and goal. Henry tries to pull his way in. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line. They'll let the fullback try to push the pot. And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's 4th and goal. And this one right down the middle. It's good. So it's a win here for the Ravens. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That is the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious as we say so long from Baltimore.
up all of my space. You should get out of my way. You should get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do. I'ma do what I want anyway. Don't really care what you think. You should get out of my way. Get your talking face